What is going on, guys? It's your boy Az. We are back here. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend, a wonderful morning today, and I do apologize. I should have did this earlier, and I didn't actually realize the X heist and the Cataclysm event. That's coming actually. That's gonna be ending here pretty soon. And for some weird reason, I thought it was gonna be ending like kind of like 3 or 4 days, like kind of more closer towards the end of the week or the midweek. But I didn't realize it was like right on like the start of the week. So I do apologize for that. I would have done more of these types of videos if I had known that, and I had realized that just like yesterday, and I was like, oh man, I gotta pump some of this out before it's gone. But anyways, yeah, today we've already kind of done the Shadow King one, and I think that's the one that a lot of people have quite a bit of grief with. And yeah, yeah. And I think, yeah, the Professor Xavier one, this one's pretty straightforward if you have Odin. But yeah, again, fairly straightforward because a lot of people will be kind of using that Fantastic Four with Elandra. So it's not really going to be an issue. And yeah, and for this one, we will actually we'll be jumping into the global villains. So we'll just quickly jump into the roster here so you guys can kind of see which villain characters we can use. This is the one, if you guys don't know, is like previously when I was doing the race for the Red Stars, everyone was running basically the Orcus team, and I had actually I had ran Orcus with Zombie Jugs because he was a cheap filler, and actually I think I'd finished it with he was only 5 or 6 red, so it's definitely doable if you have low stars on him. But yeah, now he's got diamonds on it because I basically just pushed him along here because I had already said, oh, he's already tier 20. You know what? I might as well start buying some of his diamonds. So, anyways, just so you guys are aware. And, yeah, they do make pretty short work. Like the 3-piece Orcus plus Zugs and Omega Red Phoenix Force. Those will make a short work of those nodes. Fairly straightforward. And now with the rework on his, it's actually easier now because I think his stats actually got boosted, right? With Magneto's arrival. And I mean, yeah, he's going to be... if you guys do get Magneto unlocked when he goes live this week or on Tuesday, right? Yeah. So he's going to be another character you can add to your lineup, right? So you guys can use him. And I think other than him, I don't really know if there's any other good characters that were like newly added to this list, because I mean otherwise I think 3-piece Orcus, a lot of people aren't really running Orcus anymore because they're not really the raid tech team right now. We've got the Insidious 6, right? But you can still use them if you got the resources. But in my honest opinion, it'll probably be a waste of your tech materials. And so let's actually jump into the gameplay, or not the gameplay, the actual section here, and then you can kind of see the characters better as well. But we're gonna run basically the 1-4 and the 1-5 here because I think those are the two hardest nodes that people are dealing with. And like I said, people were running Orcus. You can bring in Emma if you want. Lots of mutant characters as well, because you can bring in like Hellfire now that they are the designated raid team. So you could do like a Hellfire mix. You could do the Phoenix Force. Now for the purposes of this video and just to kind of illustrate what characters I used in the past, like I said, I did 3-piece Orcus, and you guys may not actually be building that anymore, so we probably will not use the Orcus team for the purposes of this video, so you guys can kind of see that they're not needed. But I will say this though, you will definitely need some sort of a taunter, whether it's like Sebastian Shaw if you got the Hellfire Club, or if you feel a little ballsy and you want to try Zugs out, he works great as well. Either one, I think they'll be great options. For this one, maybe what we'll do is we'll stick with Sebastian, just because I feel like a lot of people are gonna have him built up for raids. We'll still keep Scientist Supreme because she's a nice little mix to this team, and we won't use the full Orcus because like I said, I don't feel like a lot of people are gonna have Orcus built up anymore. We will maybe perhaps throw in Omega Red. Who else do we want to use here? I'm actually not even sure, to be honest with you. I do feel like for the most part these nodes are quite straightforward, and I don't know if you have to go too crazy, but I will say, why not? I don't know if this team's gonna work. Let's try this mismatch team here because yeah, I feel like a lot of people might have. You know what? Let's do let's do Lady Bullseye because yeah, like I said, a lot of people are gonna have either Hellfire, they may have immortal weapons, and yeah, and then like I said, this one is fairly straightforward. But I think a lot of people do got to be careful of this blade, and this is actually the reason why I brought in Scientist Supreme. She's actually gonna be able to go first, and she's gonna apply that slow on him. I don't know if it actually does anything, but Sebastian Shaw will take some hits for us, so that's why we need to taunt. I feel like if you don't have a taunter in this, some of these characters can get gunned down. But now keep in mind as well, if you're running Omega Red here, you may even be able to do like a 3-piece, or is it 3-piece or 4-piece? You may even be able to do like a 3-piece Winter Guard as well. Because if you're building Winter Guard, I feel like with the new 3.0 stats, they're just gonna walk over these nodes. So as you guys can see here, like they're kind of just tickling us, and yeah, no surprise here because like I said already, with these rework characters. And as you can see here, like we don't have any synergies at all. We don't have synergy with Hellfire. We don't have synergy with Orcus. And that's kind of the reason why I want to bring this mismatched team in. So you guys can kind of see that the nodes are fairly straightforward. And I honestly, I don't know if you even really need to worry about chemistry or, actual team compositions. But if you have a 3-piece Winter Guard or 2-piece or something, and they have synergy, that may help. Or if you are still trying to if you got lots of tech material and you feel like, hey, I still want to try Orcus, then you can definitely do so. I mean, right now, we're not gonna have too many issues, as you can kind of see right now. I think at this point we could probably auto. Lady Bullseye does her thing. And again, yeah, there's another wave that drops here, but we're going to have Omega Red's ult ready. We have Phoenix Force Omega Red's ult as well. Like, it's just an OP team right now. So, yeah, once we start ulting. So, we'll go in the middle here to focus Oath, do the ult. This should maybe take a good chunk of their health. And, yeah, let's apply the negatives. That's going to hit us as well, but that's okay. That's all right because, or maybe it's not okay. Hopefully it doesn't kill us. Oh, I got a little close there. Oh, maybe it will kill us. Oh, okay, maybe I lied a little bit here. Maybe I shouldn't have used it. Let's just quickly aim on this cluster here. See, it's always the Blade and the Oath you got to be careful of. I think they're probably the most dangerous characters. But once we get to Scientist Supreme's turn and do the little rewind on the debuffs, then I think we're okay. Yeah, see, Blade and Oath are definitely... I would say they're definitely the most dangerous part. But once we get to our Omega Reds... Boom, do the ult, and then if he gets to the other one, yeah, dead. So, no chemistry whatsoever, but we still get it done. So, fairly straightforward, and I can show you guys here just a couple seconds here. I'm not going to do the full gameplay, but I will run this one again here, and I'll just show you guys what happens if you actually run, like, the full Orcus. It's like an absolute, we'll do Zugs, and, yeah, let's just do Sebastian Shaw here, just for funsies. Well, we won't do the whole gameplay, but I'll show you guys just how decimating if you actually put team compositions that go together. I mean, they're going to absolutely just obliterate these guys. So, I think some people ran 3-piece, 4-piece Orcus, and yeah, they absolutely just shredded. They just shredded these nodes. I hope I'm not... I hope they still shred. I'm just assuming that. Yeah, it's been a while since I've actually played these nodes. So let's have a look here. So he does his thing. Yeah. So once we actually get to our turn. So I think that the hardest part about this node is just surviving the attacks. So Zugs will do his thing, and he's probably going to do quite a bit of damage. So decent amount. And then if it gets to LDS or Nimrod, he's just going to, watch, he's just going to blow everything up. Everything just bleeds. She could have used her special, but didn't need to. And then, like I said, you can do the ult here. That's gonna, or not the ult, the special, sorry, and that's gonna blow things up. Like I said, I don't want to play this whole thing, but I think you guys get it. And then when the next wave drops, LDS just shreds with her special. So I mean, if you don't go Scientist Supreme, you could also do LDS if you want to focus on her as well. That would probably be fine. So, anyways, so that's kind of it for that node. Whoops, we jumped way too soon here. We'll go into the last one now. And again, just for the purposes of this video, let's try a different team as well, so you guys can kind of see it's not just that one team I use. Let's do a couple of these immortal weapons. Let me see here. Let's just put Omega Red here because I feel like a lot of people are gonna have Omega Red Phoenix Force, and they want to bring them up now with a Magneto coming. And yeah, we won't bring Scientist Supreme this one. We'll just do LDS so you guys can kind of see just what she can do. She can shred. And a lot of people do favor cheaper pieces so they can get into Xavier's, so they can unlock him earlier because LDS is she is on the cheaper side of things. So this one you gotta be careful, the Shadow King. So you want to just focus right in the middle here, and that's gonna apply the negatives. LDS is gonna do her thing. She'll shred, and yeah, we'll apply the bleeds on Shadow King. And you know what? I'm sorry, guys. I don't even know I have the right SO8s there. So if they don't die, then it's fine. Yeah, and then we'll do the special here. That's gonna just and it doesn't have to be Zugs. You can probably put Sebastian here as well, because I know probably a lot of people have Sebastian Shaw leveled up. And then yeah, this cluster right here. Serpent's gonna do his rewind, and I think you guys get the gist of it. I think you know what? I feel comfortable here, where I think we're just gonna. Oh, okay. Maybe we just gotta be a little careful. I forgot about the. Even though we killed Shadow King, he still has his what do you call that? The possession or whatever it's called. I don't remember what it's called, but okay, we'll just do the ult here. Hopefully that works. Well, yeah, that ult should actually kill everybody, I think, with the bleeds. That's the reason why we have Omega Red there. Yeah, I think that should kill her. And there you guys have it. So nothing crazy, nothing. And even if you get like a character dying or something, you can mess around with the ISO 8s. I know when I had ran it with my 3-piece Orcus, it was very, very straightforward. And Omega Red actually is just like overkill. Like if you bring in all 3 of these guys, I'll kind of just run in and I'll do some talking points while I'm doing it. But yeah, it's fairly straightforward. If you do want to run those types of teams still, just make sure they have the chemistry. The 3-piece Orcus just absolutely decimated these guys when I ran it. They'll do the negatives. Oh, and I completely missed Shadow King there. Wow. Okay. But that doesn't matter. Okay, we'll just do Nimrod here. I think he's gonna probably shred all these guys up anyways. So don't do what I did and miss the attack on Shadow King. But I think you guys get the point here. Like it was pretty one-sided even without these chemistries, right? We were running some pretty weird team compositions with no chemistry at all. And yeah, I feel like we could just probably hit all here. But yeah, Shadow King's the biggest issue here. And if LDS would have focused that special, right here, let's redeem ourselves. So I think she's probably should just bleed everybody out to death. And yeah, then Nimrod does his thing. So yeah, so fairly easy if you do the 3-piece Orcus, but hopefully it gives you guys an idea of the compositions. Lots of different teams, lots of different team compositions. As I already said, there's like you can run Hellfire. You can run the Omega Red Phoenix forces with the Magneto if he gets unlocked. You can probably run a combination of Madeline Pryor as well with Sebastian Shaw, I think. So that's Hellfire-ish. You can do 3-piece Winter Guard. You could probably have Zombie Kestrel in there as well. But yeah, lots of different team compositions depending on what you have built. Just be careful, right? You don't want to stack too much. Like the 3-piece Orcus was brutal because it was a lot of tech for us. But we were kind of doing the race, and yeah, we didn't really have a choice. I think some people even ran Taskmaster and Ghost on this as well. So yeah, I mean, really, there's, like I said, there's lots of different ones. Oh yes, in Hellfire group, you can also run it with Emma. I forgot about Emma. But yeah, lots of different team compositions you can run it with, and fairly straightforward between these 2 nodes. I think those are the 2 hardest ones. These other ones are like half the power, so you should be able to get through it. Yeah, it's just a Blade in the Oath on that node, and then the Shadow King Astral team on this guy. But yeah, fairly straightforward. Hopefully this has helped you guys out. Quick, short video. Apologies again. I should have got this out earlier to you guys before the X heist and everything's ending, but it is kind of what it is. Can't really go back in time now. Otherwise, guys, thank you for watching. I always appreciate you guys' time. Always a pleasure, and I will catch you guys in the next one.